Welcome to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. This podcast is here to help you to conquer your big goals. Because the big things in your life that you want to accomplish and achieve, they're going to take more than one step. And this podcast is here to help you develop the right mindset, to take the actions, to keep moving forward and making progress towards your big goals. That way, you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it too. I'm your host, Nick Mazie. Let's get started. Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 66 of the Eat Your Elephant podcast. I'm glad you're here and joining in, ready to take some action towards your big goals today. That's what it's all about taking steps toward the goals to have the life that you want. You want to enjoy it too. That's what I want for my life. That's what I want for your life. And so I'm glad that you're here and ready to make it happen. So let's just dive right into today's episode. Today I'm talking about lowering the bar to improve. So raising your level of expectation of yourself, it can be a great thing. It can be very, very good. I don't know about you, but I want a lot from myself. I have high expectations for my life and the path that it's going to take and where I'm going to end up, and the improvements that I want to make, the changes that I want for myself and my life. I have high expectations. So high expectations, they can be a great thing because they can push us to achieve things that we that we otherwise would not want to achieve because we wouldn't think that we could do it. But when you have high expectations, you know that it's possible. So what could be bad about having high expectations? Well, let me tell you about Jonny's high expectations. He wants to succeed. He wants to achieve his goals of being healthy, fit, and financially free. Jonny has great goals. He's even set out the specifics of each goal and how he knows that he can achieve them. His goals appear to be SMART. That SMART acronym, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. The good components of a good goal. Jonny knows what he needs to do to achieve his goals, to make them become a reality. But Jonny isn't making much progress toward his goals, and he can't seem to get much closer to achieving them for some reason. You want to know what's holding Jonny back? Well, it's those high expectations. It's that double-edged sword of high expectations. Jonny has high expectations. They're not just for the end result that he knows he can achieve for himself, that he wants for himself in his life. He has high expectations for any action that he takes toward his goals. When he's working towards saving money so that he can invest it, he gets bogged down trying to figure out the perfect plan to make it happen. And he ends up spending so much time figuring it out that he delays getting started. The same happens for his health. He wants to be healthy, he wants to be fit, but he has such high expectations, not just for the end result, but for the health regimen and routine that he doesn't even get started on exercising and eating better because he's so busy trying to find out the perfect exercise plan or the perfect diet. He has that high expectation of anything that he does toward his goal, and that high expectation is holding him back too. In my opinion, Jonny could benefit from lowering the bar. All right, well, let me tell you about Jan next. Jan starts with a lower bar. She also wants to be healthy, fit, and financially free. She's defined her goals too, and knows what pretty much needs to happen in order for her to achieve those goals. Jan knows in order for her to achieve those goals that she has to just get started and make progress and keep moving forward. She's got to keep at it. She's accepted that progress won't be perfect, or fast in a lot of areas. But she knows that as long as she can improve along the way, that she can make progress. So you know what Jan does? See, Jan gets started today. She doesn't have a ton of time available for planning a new health regimen. She just gets started with a healthy breakfast and a nice lunch that she packs herself to make sure that it is healthy, and what she needs, and it's simple. Now, she'll improve the plan and the diet and refine it as she goes, but for today, she's able to make a little bit of progress. And she knows that getting her finances on track and saving money is a big part of her goals and what she wants for her future, those high expectations of what she's going to achieve. A lot of that has to do with getting her finances on track. But she doesn't really know the perfect place to start. So what does she do? Well, she decides to set up a weekly automatic transfer from her checking account to her savings account. A tiny one, just a couple dollars a week. She picks a small amount that she's comfortable with, knowing that she hasn't worked out a fully detailed budget, knowing that she is going to have to improve this plan as she goes. But for today, she's able to make a little bit of progress and move forward because she starts. See, she lowered that bar as far as what it's going to take for her to get started. She didn't necessarily lower the bar on that end result, that goal that she's working toward. She just lowers that bar on what it's going to take action toward that goal. See, when I'm talking about lowering the bar, it means that you have a smaller requirement to start. It's just that starting bar that I want you to think about lowering. You could call it a lower activation energy. That energy that's required to get moving forward, to start the process, to begin to make changes, and to make a little bit of progress. That's the bar I want you to think about lowering. See, there's an amazing thing about when you start moving forward, it's easier to keep moving forward. Just make sure that you're taking those steps, that you are moving forward, you are making some progress. Because see, even if it's a small amount, but some progress is an amazing, powerful thing. Get that ball moving forward. You get a little bit of momentum. You figure out, hey, this plan is okay, but I really can improve upon it here. Well, see, it's that in that action, in that moving forward, that's going to make it easier for you to begin to improve more. But trying to have it perfect right off the bat, it's going to do one thing. It's going to slow you down or stop you. And that's not the way that you're going to achieve your goals. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for my own life. So how can you lower your bar to be able to get started today, to make the progress that you can make, improve upon the process and the plan along the way, and move closer towards your goals? You ready to lower the bar and start making progress? Well, thank you for listening to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. That's today's episode. Hope you enjoy it. You can now listen to episodes on the Eat Your Elephant Facebook page or on YouTube. For the YouTube channel, you can just go to nickmazy.com/YT. And it'll take you to YouTube where you can listen to the episodes there too. However you listen to episodes, it'd be a huge help if you would just share it. A lot of times there's a share link for social media. Just share it with people that you know. That way they can find it, listen to it, and get some benefit too. Well, thanks for listening. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon.